Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Journey with Vijay Kumar Srivastav. Today we are going to study the topic seed dormancy. So let's proceed to the presentation. What is seed dormancy? Seed dormancy refers to a state in which viable seeds fail to germinate when provided with conditions normally favorable to germinations like adequate moisture, appropriate temperature, a normal atmospheric conditions, and in some cases light. In other way, seed dormancy is defined as a state in which seeds are prevented from germinating even under environmental conditions normally favorable for germination. Seed dormancy is the internal or innate inhibition of germination of otherwise normal or viable seed even when present under most favorable conditions required for its germination. The failure of seeds to germinate even under favorable conditions is termed as dormancy. Types of dormancy. There are main two types of dormancy. First one is seed coat dormancy and second internal dormancy, which is embryo based. The molecular mechanism for dormancy involves the seed coat and the embryo. An embryo that is not dormant and that is exposed to favorable conditions when its seed coat comes out of dormancy will grow. According to Waring 1969, the dormancy is of two types. First one is imposed dormancy, which is also known as quiescence, and second, innate dormancy or rest. As imposed dormancy is concerned, this dormancy is due to unfavorable environmental conditions, which is caused imposed dormancy or quiescence. And in case of innate dormancy, this dormancy is due to conditions within the dormant plant or organ is called innate dormancy or rest. It is a condition in which germination or growth fails to occur even though the external environmental conditions are favorable. Now to study the dormancy mechanisms. Under dormancy, the seed coat will be impermeable to water, because of which there will be no water uptake by seed. This dormancy is caused by genetic or environmental factors, and there will be development of hard seeds. And some examples of such impermeable seed coats are prevalent in alfalfa, lathyrus, red clover, vetches, and cotton seeds. And the dormancy can be break down with escarification, hot water treatment, acid treatment, and with fire heating. Under dormancy, the seed coat will be also impermeable to gases. There will be no exchange of oxygen or in some cases carbon dioxide. There will be slow respiration and metabolism activities, and such impermeable seed coat for the gases are common in coffee and cocktail crops. And the dormancy can be break down by leaching with water, chilling, removing seed coat, and escarification methods. Under dormancy, the other mechanisms like immature embryo prevalence. Embryo may be an undifferentiated mass, and embryo may need to increase in size, and it can be break down by the alternating warm and cool temperature treatments, hot temperature, cool temperatures, and long periods of storage. Next dormancy mechanism is light requirement. There will be need for a specific light quality like wavelengths or light intensity or light quantity, which is also known as photoperiod, which will be required for germination as a treatment. And this treatment is required in crop seeds like lettuce, birch, native grasses such as western wheatgrass, Virginia pine, tobacco, and estified firs. And the dormancy is break down by light treatment as mentioned above. There will be temperature requirement also. A certain temperature where the high or low temperature is required for the breakup of dormancy in seeds, and a stratification method is also used. After ripening, there will be progressive loss of dormancy in mature dry seed. During this period, changes occur in the seed to allow it to germinate after time. Now, phases of dormancy. During the entire process of dormancy, the phases of dormancy are classified in three categories. First one is pre-dormancy or early rest. During this phase, the dormant organ has capacity to resume growth by various treatments, like capacity of germination or growth is not completely lost, and such dormancy is called pre-dormancy stage. Second is full dormancy or mid-rest. When a seed or organ becomes completely dormant and germination or growth cannot be induced by changes in environmental condition, it is called full dormancy or mid-rest. Third is post-dormancy or after rest. When a dormant seed or organ gradually emerges from full dormancy and in it the germination or growth can be induced by changing environmental condition, it is called post-dormancy or after rest. Now to study true dormancy, relative dormancy or secondary dormancy. What is true dormancy? When in a seed or organ, the germination or growth cannot be induced under any set of environmental conditions, it is called true dormancy. Relative dormancy: when in a seed, the germination can be induced under specific conditions, even at the time of its deepest dormancy, it is called relative dormancy. And secondary dormancy: when a seed has not fully emerged from dormancy and is again thrown back into full dormancy by certain environmental conditions, is called secondary dormancy. According to C. Baskin and J. Baskin, the comprehensive classification system of seed dormancy is classified as: first one, physiological dormancy; second is morphological dormancy; third is morphophysiological dormancy; fourth, physical dormancy; and fifth, combinational dormancy, about which we will study in broad. Physiological dormancy. Physiological dormancy prevents embryo growth and seed germination until chemical changes occur. Physiological dormancy is the result of seed requiring some type of physiological conditions to be met in order to germination, and these chemicals includes inhibitors that often retard embryo growth to the point where it is not strong enough to break through the seed coat or other tissues. Second is morphological dormancy. This class of seed dormancy refers to seed with underdevelopment and differentiated embryos, which includes embryos in which the cotyledons and hypocotyls radical axis are differentiated but small in size. These embryos do not have physiological dormancy and only require additional time to grow and germinate. Commonly, under favorable conditions, embryos in such seeds begin growth within a period from a few days to several weeks, and seeds germinate within 30 days. Third one is morphophysiological dormancy. In this class, seeds have embryos that are underdeveloped in size but differentiated, like into cotyledons and hypocotyls radicals, as well as a physiological component to their dormancy. To germinate, these seeds require time for embryo growth and a dormancy breaking treatment. Morphological dormancy can be divided into two types: epicotyls dormancy and double dormancy. Next one is physical dormancy, in which seed coats are impermeable in water due to macrocellulite cells, mucilaginous outer cell layer, or hardened endocarp. And such type of physical dormancy is found in olive, peach, plum, cherry seeds, where there is presence of hardened endocarp. Next one is combinational dormancy. In this class group seeds with simultaneous physiological and physical dormancy. In this case, physiological dormancy is generally characterized as non-deep dormancy. A cold stratification treatment of seed after escarification to permit imbibitions is a common dormancy breaking treatment in this class of seeds. Now, categories of seed dormancy. These are of two types. First one is exogenous dormancy, which is caused by conditions outside the embryo, and second, endogenous dormancy, which is caused by conditions within the embryo. First, we will study about endogenous dormancy, which is again categorized in three types. First one is physical dormancy, second is mechanical dormancy, and third one, chemical dormancy. As physical dormancy is concerned, this is the dormancy caused by an impermeable seed coat. Physical dormancy is the result of impermeable layers that develops during maturation and drying of the seed or fruits. This impermeable layer prevents the seed from taking up water or gases, and as a result, the seed is prevented from germinating until dormancy is broken. In natural system, physical dormancy is broken by several factors including high temperatures, fluctuating temperatures, fire, freezing, thawing, drying, or passage through the digestive tracts of animals. Generally, physical dormancy is the result of one or more palisade layers in the fruit or seed coat, and these layers are lignified with Malpighian cells tightly packed together and impregnated with water repellents. Second is mechanical dormancy. Mechanical dormancy occurs when seed coats or other coverings are too hard to allow the embryo to expand during germination. In the past, this mechanism of dormancy was ascribed to a number of species that have been found to have endogenous factors for their dormancy instead. These endogenous factors include low embryo growth potential. Now, third one is chemical dormancy, which includes growth regulators that are present in the coverings around the embryo. They may be leached out of the tissues by washing or soaking the seed or deactivated by other means. Other chemicals that prevent germination are also washed out of the seeds by rainwater or snowmelt. Second one is endogenous dormancy, which is again classified in three categories. First one is physiological dormancy, second is morphological dormancy, and third, combined dormancy. Under physiological dormancy prevents embryo growth and seed germination until chemical changes occur. These chemicals include inhibitors that often retard embryo growth to the points where it is not strong enough to break through the seed coats or other tissues. Physiological dormancy is broken when inhibiting chemicals are broken down or are no longer produced by the seed, and often by a period of cool moist conditions. Under physiological dormancy, photodormancy or light sensitivity affect germination of some seeds. These photoblastic seeds need a period of darkness or light to germinate. In a species with thin seed coats, light may be able to penetrate into the dormant embryo. The presence of light or the absence of light may trigger the germination process, inhibiting germination in some seeds buried too deeply or in others not buried in the soil. Now, thermodormancy. Thermodormancy is seed sensitivity to heat or cold. Some seeds including Cochlebolur and Amarnath germinates only at high temperatures. Many plants that have seeds that germinate in early to mid-summer have thermodormancy and germinate only when the soil temperature is warm. Now, second is morphological dormancy. This class of seed dormancy refers to seed with underdevelopment and differentiated embryos. And third one is combined dormancy, in which the class groups seeds with simultaneous physiological and physical dormancy. Now we will go through causes of the seed dormancy. Beverley and Blake in 1994 divided seed dormancy into two categories. First one is seed coat based and second embryo based. The dormancy of seeds may be either due to a single or a combination of many different factors. Like first one, seed coat induced dormancy or hard seed coat. Hard seed coat prevents germination due to different reasons like water impermeability, where the seed coats of many plants belonging to families Leguminosae, Chenopodiaceae, Malvaceae, Convolvulaceae, Solanaceae, and Nymphaeaceae, etc., have very hard seed coats, so it cannot permeable to entry of water into the seeds. Now, second is gas impermeability. The seed coats of certain seeds are impermeable to gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. Since oxygen is required for early respiratory activity in germinating seeds, the seeds fail to prolong germination, and the some examples of crops like gentium, and there is mechanical resistance also. In certain wild plants, the such hard and tough seed coat physically prevents the expansion of the embryo, because of which they remain dormant. Second one is embryo-induced dormancy, where the dormancy developed due to embryo conditions, which is again divided in two types. First one is rudimentary and poorly developed embryo, and second, embryo fully developed but unable to resume growth. Under rudimentary and poorly developed embryo, the instance the embryos are still immature and rudimentary when the seeds are dispersed. In such seeds, the embryo doesn't develop as rapidly as surrounding tissues. And second type, embryo fully developed but unable to resume growth. In many species like seeds of apple, peach, iris, cherry, tulip, poplar, pines, peach, etc., although the embryos are completely developed in ripe seed, but the seeds fail to germinate even when the environmental conditions for germinations are favorable. The embryo of such seeds doesn't germinate even if the seeds coats are removed. The germination in such seeds can be induced if they are stored in moist, well aerated, and low temperature conditions. This process is called stratification or after ripening process. Third one is dormancy due to a specific light requirement. The seeds of certain plant species such as Lactona sativa, Lathrum salicaria, Nicotiana tabacum have a specific light requirement for germination, which is needed not only qualitatively but also quantitatively. The germination of certain seeds require a specific photoperiod, like Bignonia requires a photoperiod of 12 hours or more hours for seed germination, and the light sensitive seeds are called photoblastic. Fourth one is dormancy due to germination inhibitors. Seeds of certain plants contain compounds which inhibit their germination. Such natural germination inhibitors have been found in the pulp of the fruits, seed coat, endosperm, and embryos or structures surrounding them, and these are prevalent in tomatoes and in glooms of oats. A number of chemical substances such as organic acids, phenolics, tannins, alkaloids, unsaturated lactones, ammonia, and cyanide releasing substances, indoles and gibberellins have been isolated from seed which are germination inhibitors. Now, fifth one is the reason for dormancy: presence of excessive salt. In a triplex, the seeds contain a high concentration of solutes which do not allow the embryo to resume its growth and cause dormancy. Now, to study the overcoming of seed dormancy means treatment for seed dormancy. These are of two types. First one, natural overcoming of seed dormancy, and second, artificial overcoming of seed dormancy. Under natural overcoming of seed dormancy, there are various methods like weakening of tough and impermeable seed coats by microbial actions, weakening of seed coats by mechanical abrasions, actions of digestive enzymes present in alimentary canals of birds and other animals which happen to feed on the fruits, leaching of inhibitors which are present in the seed coat, inactivation or oxidation of inhibitors by heat, cold and light treatment, production of growth hormones which can contract the effect of inhibitors, and completion of over ripening period and attainment of maturity of embryos in case the dormancy is due to incomplete development of embryo. So these are some natural methods which are used to break down the seed dormancy. Now second method is artificial overcoming of seed dormancy, under which the first method is escarification. The method is used for breaking dormancy of seeds caused by hard seed coats which become impermeable due to water and gases. The method employed in softening or weakening the seed coat is called escarification. When mechanical breaking of seed coat is done at one or more places, it is called mechanical escarification. Mechanical escarification is done by shaking the seeds with sand or by scratching or nicking the seed coat with knife. The treatment of seed coat with a strong mineral acid or other chemical is called chemical escarification. Chemical escarification is usually done by dipping the seed into a strong acids like H2SO4, sulfuric acid, or into organic solvents like acetone or alcohol. Rupturing of seed coats or escarification by abrasion through machine threshing, filing and chipping is also done. And hydraulic pressure of up to 2000 kg for 5 to 20 minutes for weakening the tough seed coats is also advisable. It can be also done by boiling the seeds in water and contracting the effect of growth inhibitors by soaking the seeds in potassium nitrate or ethylene chlorhydrin, thiourea and gibberellins are also recommended. Under artificial means, second method is stratification. In this process, the seeds are exposed to well aerated, moist conditions under low temperature from 0 to 10 degrees centigrade for weeks to months, and this treatment is called stratification or after ripening. This method is used to break the dormancy of seeds which are caused due to conditions of embryo. So this presentation was all about seed dormancy. Hope this will be useful to all of you. Thank you very much. I have given here my YouTube channel details, Journey with Vijay Kumar Srivastava. Having request, please visit the channel, subscribe it and provide your kind and valuable feedback. Thank you.